Well, hello folks, this is Scott and welcome to my channel, This Travel. Today we're going to be doing 3 different knots. One is the bowline, which I've shown before. The other one is the sheep bend, and I just did a video on that, and please check out that video. It's called Ridge Line Too Short, no problem. It's joining 2 ropes. Usually you want your, or in this case, paracord. You want it to be the same diameter, but if it's not, the sheep bend can be used with a different kind of, let's say you have bank line. It can be connected with the sheep bend. But this is preferably what you want, no matter what you're doing with that sheet bend. You want the same diameter. Then there's double sheet bend. Again, it's one I've had to practice for. I was comfortable with it on video and I practiced the hell of it. Finally got the hang of it. In fact, I quit and made it a point to tie it right now. So it's been 24 hours. I let it rest to see if I could remember it. We're good. So, you're going to hear me call this the working in and the standing in while I'm doing the bowline. When I do the sheet bend and the double sheet bend, you'll hear me call this the short end and the long end. Both terminologies, even for all 3 knots that could be used. That's just the way I do this. So first of all, this is a bite right here. That's all it is. This heard someone recently call this a bite or a loop, and why he said that I don't know, because that's not true. This is just a bite. To make that loop, you can twist it, pitting the short end over the long end. I'll give you an idea of what it looks like here. Alright. So let's go ahead and do the bowline. If you know how to do a bowline a certain way, stick with that way. But when I do certain knots, they all start out the same way. So that's the reason I do this. I'm going to go ahead and take the working in, take that bite. There we go. Now we have a loop. You can lay it down over the standing end. Pushing it. Let me get it down here. Let me do that again. Trying to keep this on phone doing it slow here for you guys. There we go. That's that bite I was talking about. This is the working end. This is the standing end. Let's get this bowline. Now I'll do each one twice. Twisting that like that. Now we have that loop. We twist it down. Now here's the cool part. We're going to push it up. But the cool part is, if I put a stick or even my finger, it becomes a bar of spike hitch. Like I said, this stick or knot. And that's how I start each knot. I know, like the slip knot to the Canadian jam knot or arbor knot, depending on who you are. That's how I start them, each and every one. Getting kind of tied up here. Wait a minute. So let's start this over. We got this. There we go. That loop. Lay it over. Push through. And then you just pull the rest of the way through. There we go. That's how I start those knots. From my chest, which would be from your chest. Keep that in mind. I'm doing this from my chest, but we're facing backwards here, so, because I'm looking at the phone screen. So from my chest, which would be your chest, right through there. And I've heard people say this looks kind of like the arbor's hat. And okay, it kind of does. So we're sticking this in from my chest. Let me get the fingers out of the way. Up here, through the top of that hat. Taking it. This is still the working in. I got through the hat part. We're pinching on itself. How can that go? Now, if you look at it now, it doesn't look like it's going to form that knot. And this here's all that working in. Here's the standing in. I like to give it a fast, hard tug. And I may dress it up a little. There we go. And that's what that should look like. Now, there's times I have done this bowline, and either A, it fell, now just let it be, and it will go off to the side when it does that. When that happens, and as you can see, it's going to hold. No problems. I've not had to worry about tying an overhand knot. And it's holding. I'm seeing daylight through here, but I can place it in the choker stitch and I guarantee it's going to hold. But back to this. I have seen it go to the side. It's still a bowline. As long as that knot right there, this knot, looks like that, and looks like that, then it's a bowline. I've heard people say that if it's to the side, they're still calling it bowline, but they're adding a name to it. Folks, as long as you have that knot, and that I don't care where this is, whether it's to the middle or to the side, which this one kind of got the side I was messing with it. It's still a bowline. As long as you got that knot and it looks like that, that's a bowline. We'll do it another time. Sorry I kind of went on a rant, but I've been seeing some things there lately. I've been like, what the heck? I think sometimes we're just trying to complicate things for us. So, once again, and you can make it bigger. Just add more tail if you want. In fact, we will do a big one for the second time around. For some reason, they just need a bigger bowline loop, so that's what we're going to do. You take it, once again, the working and the standing in. We're really going to make this big. Make a loop. Again, place it over the stand again. Go ahead and draw that out. Looks like that. I usually don't make mine this big because I just haven't had a reason to. That can be done. And once again, going through that, just like that, going through that Arby's looking hat from your chest. Right now I'm doing it from my chest. Taking it and then pinching on itself. Just like that. This is going to be a bigger loop. As you can see, I'm kind of off to the side. But look at my knots. Now, yes, I'm going to kind of do that just to make sure it is tight. And now look at that tail. But look what I got with this knot. It's a bowline. Where you can pull on it. I have yet to have this slip at all. And trust me, I put some tension on my ridge lines when I have a ridge line going. We'll just undo it, break open. There we go. I did have to kind of wiggle it, but it's alright. It still came undone. Now that we've done this one, let's do the sheep bend. It took me a minute to practice with this one before I get it on video. And again, go check that on video. Ridge line too short, no problem. This is the first one we used. What I'm going to do, let me show this right now. I'm going to now call this the short end. What we're going to do is we're going to make a bite. I'm going to set right on top the long end, just like that. See, I took that bite. That short end is down over the long end, just like that. What I'll do is set confusion because that's how I do the bowling. I'll go ahead and just flip it over like that. Now you take this in. So boy, you know, sometimes things get twisted up. That's what we got going on here. We're going to take it through the bottom. And then what we're going to do is, if you're up like this, it'll be over the top. But we are coming underneath and we are coming to the top basically. This is the bottom, you don't want that, you want around the top here, so that's what we're going to do. Just like that. Now I was doing a lot of tail on the other one. And it's turning out I don't need that much tail. If it moves around, don't worry about we'll throw you the single sheep bend. Or just a regular sheep bend, what you want to call it. So as we're going around, we're going to have that pocket. right there. That's over when we went around top here. It's going to kind of make a pocket. I'm going to try to keep my fingers so they don't fall down. It's kind of hard to show that I got my fingers away, but there's that pocket. I'll keep my fingers down here, and I'll go ahead and put it in the pocket. Now, I'll kind of work with it because I was doing that, so hold on a minute. We'll get it. I'm going to go ahead and pull. You just take these, the tail, like that, and like that. You take all four. So I'm saying all four. So I got a tail up here. I have the paracord right here. I got a tail right here. Or actually, that's called the short end. I have a short end right here where we have the long end down there. Same thing here. We're going to pull. And see, I kind of messed up. So let's do it again. That's because I was messing with it. We're going to do this. We're going to place that short end over the long end, taking a bite. Trying to keep my fingers out of the way, didn't work too well. We're going to go, so I'm going to twist everything. We're going to go through the bottom, just like that. Then we're going to go over the top, just like this. It creates that pocket, or you can make one yourself. See that? I'm going to pull up this little. That was part of the problem there. And plus, I didn't slide everything back that way like I should have. We'll go through there. And not leave myself a lot of tail here, but that's alright. I discovered that I don't need a lot of tail for this. Then, and I will mess with this a little bit. I know I have to mess with that knot when I do the double sheet bend. I'll pull. I'll make sure it's staying like I want it to. And we'll pull. And do this before you do, like I said, I do at one end the bowline. You guys do what you like with that one. And at the other end, I do the trucker hitch. So whichever tightening system you're using, go ahead and play with this before you do that. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm making sure it's tight. Now let's pull and see what happens. No slippage. Sometimes I don't play with it good enough, I'll get a little bit of slippage, and it'll stop. But I'm here to tell you, that ain't going nowhere. The double sheet bend is supposed to be more secured. I have not tried a trucker hitch with it yet. We might get out and do that tomorrow. But as you can see, that's what that knot looks like. And you see that one wrap right there? Alright. I'm going to do it again. Once again, we're going to put this short end on the long end, taking a bite. Don't hold it like that. You'll have all kinds of issues with it trying to move around on you. So I like to just come up here. I meant to mention that the first time around. And being single, I'll actually make a hair smaller. Don't make it so small. You see how I got the sunburn? That doesn't want to go through there. Once again, I'm coming to the bottom. Through the bottom. We're going to wrap it around top. I'm going to give myself a little bit more tail there. And we're going to, oops, I went off camera here, I'm sorry. We went to the bottom, now we're going to wrap it around. Some of the pocket there, I'll lift it up just a little bit for the shingle, the regular sheet bend. And try to keep everything towards that bite I got here. And then I'll just take it and we'll pull. And I will mess it some. Make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing here. Now I'm going to pull on it. Kind of dress it up there, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. and we're going to continue to pull. Like I said, do this before you do any hitch for your tightening system. If you just want to do half-ass it, and then you're on truck stretch and everything goes apart, you're going to be like, oh well, it didn't work. So here we go. I felt a little bit of slippage there, but not to the point that I'm going to worry about whatever hitch we're going to use that's going to pull apart. And once again, that's what that should look like. And you see that single wrap right there. On the double sheet bin, you'll see 2 wraps. So let's go ahead and do that. So the double sheet bin is just the same as doing the sheet bin with the slight difference of a double wrap. So once again, let me get this turned around right. We want the short end on the long end taking that bite. Now we'll go ahead and leave myself a little bit of room here. And we're doing a double wrap. We're going to take it to the bottom, just like the sheet bin. I'm going to leave myself a little bit more tail too. We're going to, definitely have to keep things over here. We're going to take it and fit this through that pocket. Putting it to the pocket and keep it on my phone at the same time. And we're going to make that wrap. And we got to keep everything down there. So let's go ahead and grab that tail there. I'm going to push this down here. And we're going to make a second wrap through the same pocket. We'll put it through. This is my second wrap. Hoping I got enough tail. I don't think I left myself enough tail. We're going to find out. Now, keeping everything down there as best as possible. This is one of these I will definitely mess with it. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull. And before I show this knot off, we'll see if it stays or not. I think it will. But like the single, I keep wanting to say shingle. I don't know why. For the single one, that's like the single one, before I do any hitch, I want to make sure that sucker is going to stay. So I will mess with it until I'm comfortable with the fact that it's going to stay. Saw a little bit of daylight where that's at. That's the cross. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll get up closer to the phone. Alright, for the test now. Before you start doing your hitch, we test it. Folks, no slippage at all. I did a pretty good job with that one. But now, look what I got here. A double wrap. That's that double sheet bin. If I can get my phone focus. When I said crossbar, and I really didn't mean to say that, but that's what that is. And it should look like that. The sheet bin is just that one wrap. And then to that same pocket that I was telling you about, you do the wrap again. We'll do it again. And I've not tried this under with the trucker hitch yet. And maybe tomorrow morning. It's been kind of a busy one today, me trying to get videos done. Do this. And I discovered the park. I might be able to play. It's only a 30-minute walk there from here to that park. So once again, here's the short end, here's the long end. Just like before, we're going to take that short end and we're going to make that bite, setting it right on top the long end. Pinch up here a little bit. maybe a little bit back further, because this is a double sheet bin. Remember, the object to A1 is single sheet bin. I'm not going to call it single, but I can't talk. Is to keep it over here, especially with the double. Once again, I'm going to start over here again, and if it slides, I'll slide it back down. We're going to make that wrap. If you have to, just push it. Give myself tail, and if it starts to do that, untwist it. Sometimes things just don't walk up right. There we go. And now we're going to make that. I'm going to keep my finger tip of it at least to make that pocket. We're going to wrap around once through that pocket. You see that? Now, trying to keep everything down there just like that. I'm going to wrap back around once again. Try to keep it on my phone. Lord, maybe it should be over here since I keep on doing that. We'll keep it over here. Once again, taking the tail in and stick it through that same pocket I got going. There we go. It's showing it. There we go. Not trying to easily show his fingers getting away, but we're going to do it. Whoops. And what you want to do is get that and get over here. And then I'm going to actually pull this and get everything like it's supposed to be. If you have to, you can just take one of these as you pull, because right now I'm trying to tighten that. And that's that one right there. I'm going to actually say this is long, and we're still going to call that short. Take it. Make sure everything's good here. And then I'll take it. And I'll fold it, of course. So it's trying to come undone there. We ain't going to let that happen. There we go. I'm going to take all four of these now. Short end and the long end there. I say all four because that's what I got going. This and this. I'll go ahead and continue to call this long one. I'm calling that short end. Same on this side. Best way to describe that. I mean, I could call that the tail, but I wouldn't know what to call this part, so. And we're going to pull it. There we go. I'm pulling as tight as I can. Once again, let's break it. All that tension I was putting on it. You're probably going to have to wiggle a little bit. And you saw me do this on the Bowline. One thing about paracord, if I can keep it up here, is it's slippery. There we go. Now, if you use bank line for any of these knots, bank line kind of sticks to itself. So usually I use number 36 bank line. And I did actually do this with number 36 bank line. But I didn't do the checker stitch with it. That was kind of hard to undo. So I just further use the same diameter paracord to do these knots. Well, that's it, folks. That's how you do that. Each one should, after you're through tightening, you no longer need that ridge line, should come undone after it's been tightened on the checker stitch or whatever hitch you want to use. Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here, and y'all have a good night. This is Scott with This Traveler. Y'all know what to do. Please hit the like, or the thumbs up, actually. Go ahead and subscribe to me for those that I appreciate you. Another thing we can do, hit the notification bell so we stay notified. And also, do drop me a comment. I do appreciate the comments, so I learn off each other. Another thing, I just discovered that my Instagram link is now on here. Apparently I got enough views for it. So go check me out on Instagram. I also have threads on there. I don't think I have a link on threads on here on YouTube. We'll work on that part. But other than that, you all have a good night. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm out here, folks. Thanks for watching.